Hello, YouTube. I'm wearing my new contact lenses. Yeah. I mean, I've worn contacts for years and years, but these are just new ones. It's a great story. I should tell it again. Got my candle lit. I was feeling kind of anxious, so I thought I would go live and maybe it would take my mind off of things. What's up, G. Busen? How you doing? G. Buson? Yeah. I have a panic disorder, and that's what my therapist thinks. So once or twice a week, I'll have an episode of just deep panic to the point that I can't even think straight. For example, I can't work when that's happening. Like if it started happening at work, I would have to leave, and go home and curl up in bed. And I'm nervous that it's going to happen today, but actually, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a single fuck. If it happens at work, I'm leaving work. If it happens before work, then you know what? I'll try to go to bed and calm down and make it go away. But if it doesn't go away, I don't care. I actually don't care. Um, you know, I don't need that stupid job anyway. I get money elsewhere. So I don't care. Yeah. I used to take supplements, but none of them do anything. So there's that. Like I've tried a lot of different things, and I've tried ashwagandha pills. I've tried these like Gaia supplements for stress. I've tried St. John's wort, and they all just literally do nothing. I've tried CBD oil. I've tried vaping it. Okay, so Shruti wants to know what's coming for me. Well, I see a lot of good energy. I see lots of money. I see money stability. Um, I see a lot of I see you getting a lot of help from something or someone in a big way, um, really taking you to the next step. And I do see some trouble with a man in your life. That's the only thing where I see trouble is with the King of Swords. Um, Maybe it could be your dad or it could be a boyfriend or something, but I see trouble coming somewhere with that. Anything stable and good in love coming soon? Let me see. Let me see. Well, yes, G. Busen, I think you definitely will find. I think you definitely will find everlasting love. I see you being in a relationship that really goes the distance. With this card, it's like a definite yes. The happy ending you're looking for. I mean, I do think that right now is a time to focus on saving money and working hard. Um, but I do see that you're gonna find someone special probably in about 8 months, I would say. 8 or 9 months maybe. Um, anyway, but yeah. Why do I keep seeing S in my dreams? Let me see. Let me see. Why does Cupcakes keep seeing this person in her dreams? Well, Cupcakes, I'm assuming that this person is a lover of yours, right? Or maybe an ex-lover. With this card, I think that at one point this was romantic. Um, I think you're just still hanging on to the. Um, I mean, that's a very hard question to answer because the reason people have dreams is such a magical thing that, and the word magic basically means that it's unexplainable. So, how could I possibly tell you? I just think you're holding on to the love, and you know, and I also think um, its simple purpose is to actually just dazzle you. Um, it's entertainment while you sleep. It's that's really the only reason I would say is for it's just for the sake of having a nice dream. So with this card, that's why I say that. But anyway. Hey Shirley, what's up? Don't forget to like the video. Like it. Someone just unliked it. Message from my future spouse. Okay. Well, Hecate, I'll just say that as soon as you find that someone is being real screwy with you, you need to get out of there. You need to end things when you see the red flags. Um, but anyway, maybe you tend to stick around too long in relationships when they're not working out. Hey, Felicity. Will Bali take any actions towards me soon? I'm losing steam. I've only been live for 10 minutes. Okay. So, Felicity, I know this person looks promising, and I know that this person's probably very charismatic and lovely, but I think I think he or she is a horrible person, and don't fall for it. This person's tricking you into thinking that they're some kind of good person. It's not true. They're a horrible human. Okay, moving on. And I think they probably will make attempts to you. Dishi, hi. May I know what happy events will happen next week for me? Okay. Let me see. You're welcome. Okay, what happy events are going to happen for Dishi next week? You're going to have a killer week. Well, Dishi, I see a love offer being made to you. That's something very promising. And I think it's time to stop fighting that in yourself. I think that you have trouble with romance, and you're resistant to something about that. And I would just go with the flow. And because I think this is pretty promising. I see a love offer coming. Okay, moving on. Hi, Yvette. If I start up a coffee shack drive-through, will it be successful? Or would I do better trying to pursue the therapeutic writing center edition or adding classes for it at the college too? I mean, you could always do both, but let me see if this coffee thing will be a good idea. I love that question. Sometimes the questions I get are so ridiculous, but I like that question. It's a good question. I've literally had people ask me, should I smoke this blunt? Okay, so Shirley, I think the coffee thing is a horrible idea. Um, I think it would be way too many burdens for you. Um, I think because with this card in reverse, that tells me about burden. And I mean, I have 3 cards, they're all in reverse. And I mean, I think if it's something that you're really interested in, because I would love that too. Like, if I could have any business, I'd probably start a coffee shop and I'd work there myself. I'd be the owner, but I would also work there. I love coffee shops and like witchy shops too. But I think the coffee shop thing is probably not a good idea. But if it's something you're really passionate about, I would say give it some deep thought and really strategize and plan and think it out. Um, That's the only thing I would say, because something tells me that there hasn't even been much deep thought put into this. Um, this has just been a little thing kind of roaming around in your mind at this point. Um, anyway. Yvette, can I know general in what's next in love? Okay. What's next in love for Yvette? 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 Hey, Roa. Okay. Well, I think you're going to date an idiot, Yvette. Yvette, listen. You want the person to be smart. You don't want some moron. And I feel like it's time for you to start making moves on other people. Maybe you're resistant to making the first move, but because I think there's someone in your life right now that you think is actually pretty perfect, and you haven't made a move yet. Um, anyway, um, so that's my reading for you. Don't date any morons because you don't want them. You want them to be smart. Okay. Roa, I'm all right. I feel a little weird. I feel like I'm gonna just faint right now, but um, eh, those feelings come and go all the time for me. Um, you know, 1 second I feel near death, and then the next second I'm happy as a clam. It's just funny, my life. Doesn't scare me though, because I know it's just gonna go away and I'll be back to normal. It is weird, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna light some incense. I've been up since like midnight, or even maybe a little bit before midnight, because I went to bed kind of early. It was still light out when I went to sleep. My sleeping schedule is so fucked up because of drinking. I've got to quit drinking. And you know what? I'm gonna. I know it. Um, I have to quit. I just love it so much, but I also hate it. Like, it's just fucked up. I love it, but I hate it. Ew, he looked like a model. I wish a guy that looked like a model would hit on me, for fuck's sake. Nobody ever hits on me. Except like 90-year-old men. What are you going to do? I used to like weed, but I can't smoke it anymore because of my mental illness. So, I don't know, something in me just changed. Yeah, I'm gonna quit drinking though. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I can. I should probably take a nap. Oh, Shirley, that's so sweet. Shirley, are you dating anybody now? When's the last time you had a date? Oh, that sucks. Well, yeah, I mean, you should get out of there if you can. If the opportunity comes to get out of a bad relationship, absolutely take it. Of course. It's like without question. God. I so don't want to go to work. I just want to quit. Go back to doing my thing at home. I so don't want to go to work. Like, part of me wants to go, but a part of me is just like tired and like I just want to sleep or something. Like, I don't know. I need to sleep for like a week straight and wake up and feel reborn and refreshed. Maybe I should have a cup of coffee. I don't know. They would never do that because it's like a Dunkin' Donuts. So it's like corporate. So, the everything that goes on the walls has to be um like approved. And I know they wouldn't approve any of my art. My art wouldn't even really match the aesthetic there. Or do I have anything that would? I mean, they would never allow it, but just for shits and gigs, what would go well? I don't know. The 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 color scheme there is like the walls are like a beige brown, and with pops of like magenta and orange. Dunkin' Donuts colors. Anyway. What's funny? I actually do have one painting that would sort of work in that coffee shop. The coloring is, I think, would go well. I made a painting of a dog staring at a TV in a dark room. And I think that would actually kind of match. Anyway, they should let me, but they won't. They would never. That's just not something that they would do. I mean, it would have to get approved by corporate, which would literally never happen. Um, they do suck. Yeah. And I should be paid more. Yes. I make barely more than minimum wage, and it's terrible. It's a hard job. I should just quit. I should quit. I should just quit and go back to just. Oh my God. I hate that place. I hate that place so much. Ugh. I mean, I like some things about it. There are certain drinks that I kind of enjoy making, and some of the customers I really like. But uh, I just, it's because of my disability. My disability is just really tough to live with, and it makes working very miserable for me sometimes. It's almost the same thing every day at work. I walk in there, and for the first hour or maybe hour and a half, I just feel horrible. But then I do end up feeling a little better by the end of the day, unless I have some kind of episode, in which case I have to leave work because I can't work like that. Um, yeah. Ugh. I'm 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 glad to be making money though. I really could use the extra money. I like that my bank account is growing again. Um, I mean, I really wish I could just sell paintings, but that's like tough too because there's like no money in that. Nobody really buys paintings anymore. People are more keen to buy like posters and prints. Nobody really buys real paintings. That would be weird too because I don't have that much talent for it. I have a little bit of talent, but like honestly, the best paintings that I've made recently pretty much represent the best I can do. And you know, I don't know. It'd be an absolute dream come true. I wrote some songs back in my late teens, early 20s, and some of them are actually really, really good. Some of them were horrible and sucked, but um, there's like three or four that are like legit hits. They are literally like hits that would just be like mega hits. Um, but I would love to like sell those to some artist or something. I play the piano a little bit, um, and a little bit of the guitar, but um, I would love to sell those songs to somebody. But yeah, like I used Mixcraft, which is like it's a recording studio that you put on your laptop or computer, and I literally like crafted a bunch of songs with like it has all the different instruments and the beats and then I sang with a very cheap microphone, and I recorded some songs. They're actually on my TikTok, but I posted those several months ago, so you'd have to like scroll down and find the right ones. But um, oh yeah, my old microphone. I think I threw that away. I don't think I kept that. I mean, it wasn't a very good microphone anyway. It was only like $75, I think, for that microphone. It wasn't very good quality, but it did the job. Um, yeah, I think the best song I ever wrote is called "Journey of a Lifetime." That's a good song. And then I wrote a song "Off Road," which is a great song, and "Won't Have You's" a good one. Um, I wrote a song called "Seasons of Change," and it's really not that bad, but the chorus is way too repetitive. Um, you know, in these seasons of change, I like to rearrange who I am. It's just that, like four times in a row. It's just too much of just the same line. Um, but no, that microphone, which I'm pretty sure I threw away, it wasn't battery operated. It was powered by plugging it into the computer, and then it would get its electricity that way. It was a Blue microphone. Not the color blue. I mean, like the brand is called Blue. um, oh, I also wrote a song called Delusions. That's really good. I wrote a song called Swearing. That's really not bad either. I think those are on my TikTok too. But I never recorded the song Swearing with like a studio stuff. I play it on the piano and I sing it. Um, it's not a bad song. I would love to sell those songs to like some record label or something, and then they can do with whatever they want with the songs. I'd probably get a raw deal though. They would they would probably offer me like no money, and then they would make like millions of dollars off the songs, which would chap my fucking ass. Because once you sell a song, it's not yours anymore, and you can't do anything with it. Like if you sell the rights to the song, then it's not yours anymore. So that sucks. Um, I would love to. I don't know. What are you gonna do? If anybody wants to ask a question that hasn't yet, feel free to ask. Everybody gets a free one. After which point I start to charge. Yeah. Like on my website, I'm trying to sell some paintings, and the most expensive one is like I think $500 that I'm trying to sell it for, um, which is to me is a lot of money. I mean, some artists sell their stuff for like millions of dollars, although that's usually after they've died. But some art is like crazy expensive. It's not even that good. Like what's that guy? Jackson Pollock. Is that his name? Jackson Pollock? Yeah. His art is like it's like priceless art, and it's just I think it's terrible. It's just paint splattered on a canvas. There's nothing creative about it. And people look at him like he's a genius. Like he's a 3-year-old playing with paint. Like let's be clear. I heard he died instantly in a car accident way back in the day. That was fucked up what I just said. I don't know. I mean, it's the truth, but I don't know why it just seemed fucked up when I said it. My bad. Sorry, Jackson, wherever you are. Oh, God. Yeah, I think he was like drunk driving, or he was with somebody that was drunk driving. I don't remember. I read about that in a book, but I can't remember the exact details of it. All I can remember concretely is that he died instantly in a car accident. But I'm pretty sure he did struggle with alcohol or something like that. I could be making this up, but I'm pretty sure. Um, I really need a cup of coffee. I'm such a weirdo. I literally made cheddar and broccoli soup from scratch at like midnight today. Who does that? Wake up from an alcoholic coma to go make cheddar and broccoli soup. Yeah, if you're watching, if you haven't asked a question yet, feel free to ask. That's what I'm here for. Um, Did it have little dumplings in it to give it like the pot pie effect? Sounds great. I watched a video of Martha Stewart making minestrone soup from scratch. It was the most complicated thing I've ever seen. I mean, literally, like, who has time? Who has that kind of time? It was the most complicated thing I've ever seen. The thing I love the most about making soup is that it's so easy. You just, or at least when I make soup, I don't fuss. It's not complicated ever. I just throw a bunch of stuff in a pot and let it cook. Um, I mean, I can make complicated stuff. I can follow directions, but um, I don't want to. I don't fucking want to. My favorite food is frozen pizza. Um, well, I mean, not in the world, but I mean to make at home. I mean, frozen pizza is so fucking easy. You just take it out of a box and put it in the oven. Love that. Um, but I love ordering pizza at restaurants, like sub shops and stuff. Oh, they make such good pizza at those places. I make pizza from scratch sometimes, although it tastes very different than other pizza when I make it. Um, it's interesting. I do think it tastes good when I make it, but it definitely tastes different. But I still think it's really good. The recipe for the dough I found on the internet. Um, the sauce that I use to make it is just like it's like pasta sauce that I get out of a jar, and I kind of add some basil and garlic powder to it just to give it more flavor. I find that those sauces in the jars don't have that much flavor to them. You always have to add stuff to it, which doesn't bother me. Zhuzh it up a little bit. Although I love to make my own sauce from scratch. Um, Although the last few times I made sauce from scratch, I'm like losing my touch because the last few times I did it, I over spiced it and it was still good, but I'm like, there's a little bit too much flavor in this, if you know what I mean. What's up, Andrea? I didn't even notice that you came in. I just assumed that your message was from Shirley because I've been so used to talking to her. Lydia's Italian Kitchen. Sounds good. Andrea, if you want a reading, you can feel free to ask a question. Give me something to do. Make me feel alive. Hey, Halsey. How you doing? All right, I'll see you in a few, Shirley. I'm all right. You know, up and down. right now I'm kind of in the middle somewhere. But I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. Great, actually. So, and yes, if you want to ask a question, feel free to just drop it in the chat. I go in order, so whoever asks first gets their question read first. Hey Arturo, welcome back. Welcome. What did AB feel towards me tonight? Let me see. Well, I'm definitely seeing love, romance, romantic love. Um, I do feel like there must have been something in the past that made him feel bad or her. I don't know if AB is a guy or a girl, but I think something must have happened in the past that maybe still haunts him. Um, but I think there is love and romantic energy towards you from this person. Okay. Any messages from my loved ones for my birthday today? By the way, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Andrea. Happy birthday to you. Okay, so messages from loved ones. Well, Andrea, I'm getting with the King of Wands, I'm getting a message from a man. I think this man, the message for you is that in the afterlife, he's been able to kind of get a grip because maybe I think his judgment was clouded in his life. Couldn't see the forest through the trees, and definitely in the afterlife, there's been a lot of time to think deeply about the way things were in life. So I'm assuming it's your dad, but it could be a grandfather. Definitely a man. But you can probably narrow it down based on the reading I just gave. Okay. And things are great on the other side is also a message. Not that anyone should be in a rush to get there. I'm just saying things are a lot better. All right. Just got a horrible smell in my nose. Ay, ay, ay. Ugh. Let's light some more incense. Is that me? I'm like smelling myself. I'm like, do I stink? I literally just smelled shit. That's terrifying. This flame is doing some weird stuff. Oh. Anyway. Did your dad struggle with like mental stuff, especially towards the end? Because I just feel like that was kind of basically the reading I was getting, was that the mind was clouded. Um, anyway. Hi, can I ask, does SJ want to work things out and be together? Let me see, Lisa. Um, so Lisa, I would say no. I most likely don't see this working out. And something tells me that something happened that was pretty, like, there's no going back from it. Um, I see very big energy here. So I'm assuming you've been with this person for a long time, because I'm sensing a very powerful energy between the two of you. Um, but yeah, I don't see things working out. So I think it's probably time to just move on and get excited about um, it's time to get excited about the next thing, and be excited about what's to come in the future. So anyway, new things. Okay. You're welcome. How long were you with him? I'm wondering. Because from the reading, it kind of was telling me it was a long time. But it almost is so crazy to me that after all that time, he would come into your work and make you look like a fool. That's like shocking. Oh, funny story. So yesterday I went to the eye doctor because I needed to get an exam so I can buy more contacts, which when I got home from the doctor yesterday, I did go online and I bought some more contacts. But I just want to say that I was so frustrated with myself because I didn't realize until I got there that I hadn't shaved. Oh God, this is so embarrassing. I hadn't shaved in between my eyebrows in a few days. And so I'm not saying I have a super fierce unibrow or anything, but it's a little tricky. I have, my eyebrows are a little challenged. And I had a bunch of hair growing in between my eyebrows, and you're at the eye doctor, and I know she fucking noticed it because she's looking at that area of my face for like 20 minutes. And I'm like, oh, she must think I'm like a fucking freak. That was embarrassing. Immediately when I got home, I shaved it off. Actually, it wasn't that immediate. I got home and I kind of chilled for a little while. And then, because I'm home alone, so I suppose it doesn't matter. But I did go shave it off eventually. So as you can see, I have two eyebrows now. There's not, and you know what's funny? I don't even get a unibrow. I get a third brow. I literally have naturally, if I just let things go wild, I will have three eyebrows. I get a third one right in the middle here, and then there's a space in between. I swear, I naturally have three eyebrows. It's embarrassing. What do you call that? Sucks. Hi, loyal soul. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Um, how you doing? How does Roy feel about me? Let me see. Okay. Well, um, so Arturo, I'm sensing that there was a little bit of a problem with you and Roy because I feel like the way he's feeling is very like up and down about you. It's kind of a mixed answer. It's like sometimes it's good, sometimes he's like upset with you. Um, but This is like a friend of yours, right? I'm sensing this is more of like a friendship than like a romantic thing. But anyway, it's kind of both. Um, it's up and down. Okay, maybe Roy is kind of an emotionally unstable person. I want to know about my love life. Can you please tell me what will happen? Single. Okay. I love onion rings. Oh, there's a restaurant. It's like a 30-minute drive away from here, but they have a blooming onion, which is it's basically like onion rings, but I mean, everybody knows what a blooming onion is. But the sauce that they serve with it is so good. It's called the Ale House. I have not been there in ages. Okay. Okay. I want to know about my love life. Can you please tell me what will happen? Single. Well, loyal soul. I think your love life is going to be very much a success. I think that um, you will find love. You will find marriage, and I think it's going to be somebody new that you've never been with before. And honestly, I think it's someone that you haven't even met yet. I think this person's going to be completely new, um, and you're going to meet this person when you least expect it, and it's just going to be a lovely romance that will lead to more serious things. So anyway, I have a fabulous reading here, all good cards, all upright. A lot of cups, which is love, and also wands can be interpreted as love too, because fire and yeah, really good energy coming your way. Okay. Patience, grasshopper. Yeah, love is scary because you never know if you're going to meet the killer. But is it just me, or am I the only person that always is afraid of that guy on Grindr being a killer? I don't know. I shouldn't even joke about that. Grasshopper. Yeah, literally. I have literally met guys on Grindr. Like, I'll talk to them on Grindr for a few minutes, and then I'm like, yeah, come over. I literally will give them and this is so shitty of me, and I shouldn't even say this out loud, and I've only done this like once or twice, but I would literally have guys come all the way to my apartment just to not even answer the doorbell, because at the last minute I panic and think they're going to be a killer, and so I just don't even answer the door. Literally, people are knocking on my door, and I'm like behind the locked door, like just not making a peep. He's not home, like, you know what I mean. um I've literally done that like once or twice. Last minute I just get terrified and just don't go through with it, and then I feel horrible because it was probably some poor innocent guy that I just dragged all the way here. Although typically the guys I hook up with are only a couple miles away, so Yeah. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go start, or should I have a cocktail? Ooh, that sounds so good right now. A nice cocktail. It's 4 in the morning though. Hang on, I'll be right back. I also want to go grab the charm that I bought the other day because it's really cool and I want to show you guys. Okay, so that took me a couple minutes, but I had to pee. I wanted to make myself a cocktail and I wanted to grab this charm. Look at this. Hang on, it's like an evil eye charm. I keep it, I and then I put this little thing on it so I could hang it on my altar. And so it keeps evil energy away from my magic altar. You can't fucking get this at Home Goods, can you? No. Oh, you probably could get something like this at Home Goods. Oh, can I just talk about Home Goods for a second? About a week ago, I went to Home Goods with my dad because I wanted to get some new towels and I wanted to get a new cutting board. I also got some soap too, some like fancy soap. But Home Goods is like a store where you go to buy, you can buy like silverware, you can buy pillows, towels, curtains, mugs, cups, glasses, pitchers. Everything there is so beautiful. Like, I just wanted everything in that fucking store. Ugh, Home Goods. Amazing. Because I had a gift card. Someone gave me a gift card for Christmas for like 25 bucks. And it was good for like Home Goods. The same gift card was good for like 5 different places, like Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Sense. And there was like another one too, I think. Hey, Chumba. Chumba. But yeah, I love that charm. I also got a little tea light candle holder. Really pretty. Oh, let me show you this too. I got this at the witchy store. I got that charm at my local witchy store. But let me show you this too. Hang on. Look at this. They probably have these at like every witchy store, but I had never seen them before until the other day. Me and my sister got a massage, And the Witchy store is right next door. So I thought, while I'm here on this side of town, let me hop in there and grab a few things. It's $1 million bill. Obviously, it's used to like manifest money magic. That's the front of it. Lady Liberty. And then on the back. Oh, it's so pretty. It's like very thick too. It's like, I don't know what kind of material this is. I almost think it's like some kind of plastic, but I love it. I keep it on my altar because I'm trying to manifest lots of money. You like that? Chumba. Chumba. Sounds like a guy that would have come out of the Jumanji board game. Chumba. Some guy that Robin Williams met in the jungle. Oh, you're an older woman. I'm sorry. I thought you were a guy for some reason. Is that your real name? Or I thought that was just like a username. Shut up. Your real name is Chumba? That is sick. Oh, it's not. Never mind. I love that. If that was your real name, that'd be pretty sick. As sick as in like cool. Chumba. Or is it Chumba? I like Chumba more. Chumba. You know what I love? Does anyone here watch like drag queens online? I have spent hours of my life watching drag queens say ridiculous things on the internet. And days, even weeks I've spent. But I love like how drag queens will always purposefully like mispronounce someone's name. Like they don't say Kim Basinger, they say like Kim Basinger or something. You know what I mean? They'll be like, "Oh, my favorite actress is Kim Basinger or Basinger or whatever." You know what I mean? They love to do that. Love it. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put the stuff back on my altar because I just feel like it belongs over there. Okay, can I ask, how does my DM feel about me? Is that district manager? Let me see. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Oh, divine masculine. Okay. I thought it meant district manager. Because I work at a Dunkin' Donuts and we have a district manager too. We have like a general, what is it called? We have a GM, a DM. Anyway. Divine masculine. Let me see. Okay, divine masculine. How does my divine masculine feel about me? Okay. It's got to be district manager. Okay. Interesting. Well, you're making dairy. It's all good. The reading here is very positive. It's about growth. It's about having a vision for the future, making all the right moves, and using your talents and gifts. So all good. These are the cards I got. He feels good. He feels good. Like there's been progress. Okay. I love that. Okay. Hi, Noah. Hope you're doing great. Yes, I'm doing all right. May I ask how W Cancer felt about my message to him? Thank you. Okay, let me see. Okay, so how did the Cancer feel about the message? How did the Cancer feel about the message? How did the Cancer feel about the message? So Noah, the sense that I'm getting is that it kind of, huh. So Noah, what I'm sensing, the first thing I thought when I saw this card was the word unimpressed. So this person wasn't impressed by it or something, and very. I think the way he felt about it was very lackluster, or at least that's the way you would feel about it. If you really knew the way he felt about the message, you would think it's very lackluster. Um, and I also get the sense that maybe whatever it is that you said to him, he felt as though it was a little too soon, or with the Knight of Swords, I'm thinking it was very quick, or too soon. Anyway, moving on. Was that at all? Did that at all sound right to you? I mean, because based on whatever the message was, that reading could have been completely like just nonsense. God, it's 4 a.m. I'll be clocking into work in like 3 hours. I have to take a shower. I have to get dressed, throw some makeup on, put on all my jewelry. and I'll be out the door. I just had a strange experience with these cards when I was shuffling them. It almost felt like it was like, you know, like I got the sensation when I had my thumb on the deck as if there was like a leaf, like a crinkly leaf in between my thumb and the cards. And then the feeling just went away. It was so weird. And there's no fucking leaf here. It's like a fall crunchy leaf. Okay. How bizarre. Okay. Girl, you know what I've been thinking about lately? Like, what's the most horrifying reading you could possibly get? Like, what's your opinion? To me, I think if somebody asked me a question like how's my day gonna go today? And if I typically pull 3 cards. Let's say somebody asks me about how their day is gonna go, and you just get the Tower in reverse, Death in reverse, and the Devil in reverse. I would be like, girl, stay home and lock your doors and hide under your bed. Like I would like the Tower in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and Death in reverse. I'm like, girl, there is a killer out there. That is literally what I would say to that person. I'd be like, if you leave your house today, I think you're gonna get like murderized. Okay, hey Marco, nice to see you again. Can you tell me if Akshit and I will work in the same state in a few months? Okay, let me see. Girls, stay home. I mean, I've never gotten that reading before. I don't think I've ever pulled those 3 cards like that. I've never had that experience. But if I did, if that came up, I'd be like, girl, don't leave the house today. So Ann Cake, I think the answer is no. And I have a feeling that this person is going to get an offer elsewhere to work elsewhere. So anyway, um, that is fucked up. Sorry. Although at this point you're probably like, well, fucking now you can have them, right? Time for my first sip of the day. Let's see how it is. Whew. This is really good. The first sip is always like gag worthy, but then after that, it gets really good. That is so fucked up. You thought you were so close with her. 10 years of closeness. And then she does something like that. And then you're left like wondering, was the entire last 10 years a lie? You know what I mean? It just, that would fuck with me so badly. I've never been in that situation, but I've never been really super close with anybody like that. Like I'd be thinking like, wow, she must have been scheming and scamming for the last 10 years behind my back. That's crazy. Um, I need to make some friends. There are customers that come into my work that I'm very friendly with. There's a woman named Ellen who's so lovely. There's a woman named Lucia. She's a lovely, lovely woman. Carol Ann, love her. I want to like hang out with these people outside of work though. You know? Lucia actually gave me her number and we were planning on going to a park and walking around. Ooh, maybe we'll go Sunday. Oh, I heard in my area this Sunday it's going to be super nice. It's going to be like sunny and 70 degrees. Like legit the perfect day. You know what? I'm going to text her. Yeah, I'm going to text her today. And I'm going to ask her if she wants to go to the park on Sunday. I love all of you too. You're all great. Definitely a nice touch in my life. I've been having a problem with ants lately. It all happened like one morning I woke up and it was literally like a nightmare on the one of the counters in my kitchen where I had left a knife and there wasn't even like the knife was dirty, but all I did was use it to cut a sausage. Like it wasn't like a filthy, I mean, it was dirty, but it wasn't like caked with like sauce or anything. It was just from cutting just plain meat. And there was like an army of ants on the knife and all around the knife. It was like it was like that scene in The Craft where Sarah is just seeing a bunch of bugs. It was like horrific. It was horrifying. So I just sprayed them all with a bunch of 409 and just I was just like die, 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 die. And then I wiped them all up and threw them away. But and now ever since then I've been sort of having like a little bit of an ant problem in my kitchen. I don't know what that is. Shirley, you're in California, right? I think, because all I remember about where you live is that you live 3 hours behind me. So, like for you, it's probably 1:14 in the morning, right? Like I think you're in Cali or Washington or something. I'm in Massachusetts. I almost said Washington. A little different. I live in Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Yes, I've lived here my whole life. Um, ooh, who's your relative? I doubt I know them, but who? What's a person's name? I'm not even sure what I'm saying anymore. Just words are coming out of my mouth. Barbara. Oh, I don't know a single Barbara, except of course the wonderful Barbara Streisand, who I certainly do not know. Um, no, I live in eastern Massachusetts, so it's more densely populated here. There's still like a lot of trees and wooded areas, but it's more like a it's not so much the countryside. It's like, you know, it's like in between city and suburb. It was the suburbs. Yeah. That's what it Thank you. The suburbs. Gentrified urban renewal areas. What does that mean? I know gentrification is when like correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like when there's like a part of town that's more on the poor side or poverty stricken and all of a sudden like expensive grocery stores and fancy restaurants start popping up and then like the poor people get pushed out, right? I think that's what that is. Um, I think that's definitely happened in Boston. I'm not so much in my area. I mean, ooh, I just gotta chill. I mean, the area that I live in is kind of on the pricey side to live anyway, and it kind of always has been for the most part. You know, this apartment is pretty expensive. It's like $2,400 a month, and it's a one bedroom. I mean, it's a decent sized apartment, but I mean, I get it subsidized because I could never afford that unless I had like a grown up's job, like a real job, which I will have someday. I'm trying to get my disability to go away, and I'm really working on it, and I think it's gonna work. But I would love to get a job at like a tarot card place or like my local witchy store. They also offer tarot card readings, and I would love to work there to do that. Or maybe there's also another place. Regina Russell's tea room in the next town over, and they do like tea leaf readings and tarot card readings, and I would love a job there. So, and that's actually, I'd be making like good money. I have a panic disorder. I mean, well, technically I'm like schizophrenic, but it's not really an issue for me. It's the panic disorder that keeps me from being able to like drive and get like a decent job. But yeah, I could apply to the tarot place. I actually got a job there a few years ago, but I never started my first day because they wanted me to learn stuff about astrology, and I just did not want to learn about that stuff because I mean, I tried to learn a little bit, but the information would just not stick in my brain, and then I just gave up on it. But um, I do know one breathing exercise, which is you breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and then release for 6 seconds, which does help a little bit. It doesn't like completely make my problems go away, but um, oopsie, just kicked the camera again. Tapping, that's when you like tap on different parts of your body, right? Like you do stuff like that. I have no clue how to do that. Like I wouldn't know where to tap. I should be writing this stuff down. EFT, emotional freedom technique. I have never in my life heard of that. I have no clue what that is. So I'll Google it right now. So now I'm curious. EFT. Oh, EFT is tapping. It's the same thing. Okay. You know what? I will look into that. I just looked on some. What is that page? EFTinternational.org. Just read about it a little bit. I mean, I'm not anxious all the time. Like, for example, right now I feel fine. But like right before this live stream, I was feeling very anxious. And I have these episodes where it literally gets to the point that I cannot even form a thought. And that's why it makes working difficult sometimes. Which, if I'm having an episode, I literally just can't work. I cannot do it, and I won't do it. I won't do it. Bottom line, not doing it. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm the one you should feel bad for in this situation. Like, I don't know if stress causes it because I've been in very stressful situations and I've been fine. And then I've been in situations that are really just, when you think about it, they're lovely situations, and yet I still get a panic episode. So it just doesn't really make much sense. But I remember a couple weeks ago on my birthday, um, I went to a restaurant with some people in my family, and all of a sudden I had an episode, and I'm like, I don't know why. Everything was going so well, and it was lovely. We were all together eating delicious food, and all of a sudden it starts happening, and it's like, I don't get it. I just thought of something kind of funny. Like, when I'm having an episode, my IQ is literally like, it just becomes nothing. Like I that's I have such severe cognitive problems when I'm having an episode, and it's to the point that I literally like can't even think. Like, thoughts and connections don't form in my head. Um, how did he turn people against you? What kind of stuff was he making up? God, it's probably something horrible. The cigarette tastes weird. I don't know. I don't know why. What is this cigarette sucks. Anyway, but yeah, I would love to get a job as a tarot card reader. Um, I mean, obviously, I would absolutely love for this channel to grow, and I would love to make like good money just on YouTube with all my different stuff that I do. That's like ideal, but I doubt it'll ever happen for me. Um, or at least not to the level where I could actually like live off of it. Um, I'm sorry that happened to you, Shirley. Hopefully, those relationships have healed and things are better now. Yeah, you're right, Chumba. Um, I love that that's not even your real name, and I'm just like, right, Chumba, thank you. Um, yeah, I mean, actually, I mean, I get more subscribers every day, so I think maybe someday I'll have a much bigger following and be able to make better money. Actually, it probably will happen. Um, so, Cutie Pie, have you met this person yet? Because if you haven't met this person, I don't think they would have a message for you because they don't know who you are. But um, I'm seeing a woman. I am seeing you're going to meet this person kind of in a bad situation. And what I mean by that is like you're going to have a sort of a run of some bad luck and you're going to meet this person in a very strange situation. But it's going to be good because obviously if this person's your soulmate, then the relationship will be it's just blessed. But I'm just saying the way you're going to meet them is going to be in a strange situation. That's kind of unfortunate, an unfortunate situation. But I guess look at the bright side. Because you were in that situation, you got to meet your soulmate. Anyway, moving on. Chumba, starting your own channel is very easy. Um, and for equipment, all you need is a cell phone to record yourself. It's all very easy stuff to do. Um, where on your YouTube homepage, you see up the little circle that's you can add a picture there and make that your picture. And then you just click on that and you and just go down. Um, and I'm sure there'll be a prompt there that says like start a channel or create channel or something. It's very easy. I mean, I don't know exactly where it is, but I'm sure the button will just say create channel. Um, and then from there, it's just very easy, self explanatory stuff. You can do it, Chumba. You can do it. Oh, Shirley, is that the same doctor that you mentioned before? Must be. The toxic doctor. Must be the same guy. um, yeah, I certainly wouldn't go to him. If you ever need help with a pet in the future, I would go to somebody else. Just for the simple sake of, like, fucking, I don't want to give this man any of my money. And I don't trust him anyway to help me with my pet. Because clearly he's insane. Yeah. I mean, if he was like slandering you, you could always take him to like small claims court and sue him. Um, I mean, I would just probably, I wouldn't do that. I would just let it go and just say next. But thank you, next. But anyway. Okay. Will my guy Stevie move into a new home soon? Let me see. So Chumba, I don't think so. I do see him moving into a new home, but it's not going to be soon. I think it's probably going to be about another year until he moves. Something tells me he's not quick to take action, and so He's not going to do enough to make it happen soon, but um, I think it's probably going to be another year. You know, there's this guy talking about love. There's this guy that comes into my work, which I mean, I'm like boy crazy about so many guys that come into my work, but there's this one guy in particular. Just the way he looks at me, I don't know. I think he might like me too. I don't even know what his name is. He gets a medium iced caramel, extra, extra. Oh, just the way he looks into my eyes. I don't know. He's so cute. There's this one guy that comes in there. I think he's Puerto Rican or something, but he is the hottest man I have ever seen in my life. And you know what's funny? He's a good tipper, but the way he looks at me, he looks at me like he wants to kill me. Just like I don't know, but like he'll look at me like he literally wants to reach over and like start strangling me, and yet he'll leave me like a really good tip every time. My God, he's so hot. I don't even care that he looks. I don't even care if he wants to kill me. I'd let him kill me. God, he's so friggin' gorgeous. Oh, hello. He's so beautiful. What is his name? He looks like his name would be like Cody or something. You know, he looks like one of those. His name's like Cody or um, Billy, maybe. No, no, not Billy. More of like a Cody look. If that's his name, I would die. You know how sometimes people like look like what their name is? Does that make sense? Ooh, oh, that's a good idea. Okay. I'm not going to read into the Puerto Rican guy because I know he's as straight as a ruler. But the guy that gets the caramel iced coffee, I'm going to pull some cards for him. Not that I would ever make a move in my wildest dreams because I just don't think I'm good enough for anybody. But I wonder if he'll ever ask me out. I'm just curious. Does he like me too? The caramel, the iced caramel guy. I mean, the way he looks into my eyes, I just feel like he might like me. Let's see if he likes me. Okay, does that medium iced caramel extra extra guy, does he like me too? Does he like me too? Does he like me too? No, he does not. That would be a hard no. Yeah, I'm thinking no. Look at these cards I got. That's a hard no. Oh well. I'm gonna put. Hang on. I like this game. Let me think. There's another guy I have in mind who's like much older, but I think he's so sexy. I said that to my boss. I was like, this guy gets a large hot cream and sugar. And I said to my boss, I was like, do you think he's cute? And she was like, well, maybe when he was younger. And I'm like, fuck you. I think he's still fucking so sexy now. He looks older. And I know he is older, but I still think he's so sexy. He's straight though, I can tell. Although it's funny because sometimes a guy will seem straight, but they're not. That's so weird how that happens. There are a lot of guys that seem very straight, but they're actually gay. I can just tell. I can tell. I don't know because, like, I don't know. Nobody likes me. I'm too ugly. Look at me. I look like a wreck. I mean, I'm not like the ugliest person in the world, but in my head, I am. Because I'm like deranged and delusional. So I think I'm like, oh God. I have like a visual of what I think I look like, and it is the ugliest thing you've ever seen. Like I fear that what I see in the mirror is not actually reality. Like my mind is seeing what it wants to see. So I'm afraid in reality what I actually look like is monstrous. I can fucking picture it right now. It's horrible. God, I hope that's not really what I look like. Ooh, yikes. Thank you, Chumba. I hope so too. You know what, Shirley? Um, I'm gonna pull some cards about that doctor of yours. I'm gonna pull some cards and see what was his problem. Not that you asked, and I usually only do one free question per person, but no one's asking me anything, and I'm just curious about what was up with him. And you're probably right. You know, he probably did have feelings for you. Um, Although, based on this reading, I think that on the inside, he was probably a very bad man who had a very dark mind. Um, and was he very strong? Like, was he very like built? Because I'm seeing that he was like very like a very strong person. Anyway, um, but I think he was just a very bad man. Um, really thin and tall. Interesting. Okay, well, it's funny that these two cards came up right next to each other, both in reverse. Um, I think he was the type of guy that would like blame his own bad behavior on everything else. Like nothing was his fault. Um, always had an excuse. Oh, it's the devil in reverse, the moon in reverse, and then I also have the 10 of wands upright. Your ghetto phone. your, your ghetto phone. Oh, that tickled me. Okay. You know, with the moon in reverse, I think that there probably was some kind of trauma. Because the moon in reverse to me is about past trauma, especially from childhood, that really shapes the way that a person thinks and reacts to things. But with the devil in reverse, I do feel like he's beyond help. Like there's nothing that's going to change him at this point. He's just truly a bad person, and there's no changing it. Because when I see the devil upright, I think about a poor person who's plagued by darkness and drowning in darkness. I feel like with the devil upright, there's a chance. There is a chance that this person can get better. But with it in reverse, I feel like there's no changing that. I mean, for lack of a better term, yeah, probably something like that. Yeah, probably like I mean, I see the devil card in reverse as someone who is just an evil fucking person. Um, and I'm sure he did go through some bad stuff when he was younger, but so did I, and so did a lot of other people. And we're not like assholes, and we don't use everything as an excuse for bad behavior. Um, you know, so anyway. Ghetto phone. I mean, to me, I think that the reason he was nice to you sometimes was to screw with your head. I think he was purposefully trying to screw with you because he'll do nice things for you so you keep him around longer. That's what that is. And then when he acts crazy and evil, you just make excuses for him, and you think, oh well, he can't be that bad because he helps me out sometimes. That's a trick. That is an absolute trick that evil people use to use and abuse others. So anyway, based on the cards I got, I think that it was very strategic the way he acted. Um, People will, an evil person does nice things sometimes, but it's just to get hold of somebody. It's like what she just said, it's manipulation. I know. Can you believe that some people are like that? It's so wild. And some people I'm sure are just struggling because I have been there and I've been through that. But there really are some people that are master manipulators. Um, you know, anyway. Hi, Ave. How you doing? I have to start getting ready soon. Yeah, I'm doing good. Um, I'm feeling good now. I'm having a lot of fun talking to you guys. Um, and I'll probably be live again tomorrow morning if you want to stop by. And when I say morning, I mean for me, probably at like 3 or 4 in the morning, I'll be live. Unless I'm not feeling good, but I'm sure I'll be feeling fine. Yeah, we have fun here. Shirley, that is scary to me. Run. Girl, run. Run away. Run for the hills. All right, bye, Chumba. Have a good one. I'm excited to see you again in the future. No, Shirley, you're gonna find someone good. You need to, Shirley, I think you need to burn some sage, pray over a candle, and pray that this candle is going to remove any curses on your love life. Burn the candle, let it burn completely, and then move on with your life and know that you deserve something really good. Okay. I just heard a voice. It was faint, but I heard a man's voice kind of mumble something. I don't know what it said. That happens to me sometimes. Yeah, that was funny. That was a good one. My alarm's going off. Hang on. This is the time when I should be waking up, but because I'm a psychopath, I wake up at fucking weird hours of the early morning. Hang on. Be right back. Yeah. Surely that stuff really works. It really does make a difference. I don't know why. I mean, nobody knows why, but that's why it's called magic, because nobody knows. Nobody can explain it. Nobody really knows for sure. That's why it's called magic. Witchcraft really works. I mean, I can tell you, I've had freaky experiences doing stuff like that. But no. Well, now I'm kind of scared for you. But yeah, do a love spell to bring you. You know what I did once? I did bring a good, gorgeous lover to me, as it is my will, so shall it be. And then I lit a candle and let it burn. Marco, can I ask about my job? Like if I'll stay there or not? I have a love-hate relationship with that place. Let me see. Ave. Well, Ave, here's what I'll say. I think you probably will get a new job at some point. I have the tower here, which talks about change. And I mean, I do think that someday you'll have a job that you're very, very satisfied with. It's not going to be, you're not going to feel so torn about it. This, like you say, it's like a love-hate relationship. But I think the next job is going to be almost, or someday, let me put it this way, someday you will have a job that you're almost 100% satisfied with. And, you know, It might not be 100% perfect, but it's pretty close. And yeah, but I do think that you're probably going to leave that job at some point. These are the cards I got. And you can do it. You can absolutely do it. Yeah, that's yeah. Um, you shouldn't stay there. Um, although something tells me that you're going to leave that job, but almost not even really because you chose to. I think you're either going to, the place is going to close or you're going to get laid off. Whatever the thing is, it's going to be a shock to you because you, I'm assuming you probably do your job very, very well. And so to not have that job anymore out of nowhere is going to, I don't know, it's just going to be a very shocking thing to you when you're not going to be there anymore. Um, but that's exactly what the universe needs to do because like you said, it's not a fulfilling job. You're not happy there. And you really need to do something different. Anyway, go with your strengths. Okay, I'm going to stay live for about another 15 minutes and then I'm going to get out of here because I have to start getting ready soon to go to my job. Yeah, leaving due to something or like it's not really going to be 100% your choice is basically all that card means. It's big changes and that come as kind of a shock. Things that you're not expecting it. Um, you know, kind of against your will, really. Because when those people were up in that tower, and all of a sudden it gets struck by lightning. It wasn't their choice for it to get struck by lightning. They didn't see it coming, and then they fall from the tower. And you can either go with the flow and embrace the change, or you can be fearful and distraught. That's what that card indicates. But I think you're going to handle it I think you're going to handle it just fine. And because because the tower was upright. So I see that when you do leave the job, you're going to go in peace, and it'll be a peaceful transition. Anyway. I have another alarm going off. Hang on. Coming. No, I'm not really tired, but I do have to leave for work soon, which today it's probably going to be a disaster because I got like no sleep last night. Well, I did sleep for several hours, but it was at like a weird time of the day, and I don't know. I mean, it's like 5:10 in the morning right now, and I've been awake since midnight, actually a little bit before midnight. So, I mean, you know. Okay, well, I'm actually going to go right now. So, thank you all for coming, and I'm going to start getting ready. So, I will see you all tomorrow morning if you want to stop by. All right. Bye. Bye, Shirley. Bye, Ave.